Hi guys, welcome to see my video. Today I want to explain about some basic coding and the knowledge in the Android Studio. First is a variable. Variable can be a number or string that store a data. So here you can see that welcome integer2 is the variable. And the most specific is that I initiate the welcome become the string and int is the integer and the integer2 with the double. The int and the double got some differences. The integer is become a complete integer, but integer2 is got some decimal place behind. So that's the differences with the integer and the integer2. And now you can see that there's a array for the character. The array is a quite interesting and simple thing in it. It can store the value or variable is inside is a data structure consisting of a collection of elements so that it can store even though it got the number and the variable at the same time, it also can work. So now I run the program for you. You can see the example. So here I set text the mathematics in here and the set text the AS in bottom of here. I press the button. You can see that the pi is 3.142 and round off is 3. The 3.142 is the integer 2 and is the double type. And the 3 in the int type. So it's a complete integer. So now I even can change like pi is, I change the is become like 1, 2. There's a string and the integer. Both of that can be appear at the same time and run it. So now I restart the app and press the button. You can see pi 12 3.142 and round off is 3. So that is what the benefit of array. So next one I want to explain about is the conditional statement. The conditional statement includes something which is if, else, then, bigger or smaller, and some other example. Here I using the if else statement. The if else statement allows us choose between two alternatives. I int the answer correct. This variable is 2 and my coding is like if answer is equal to the answer correct which is 2 and the message set text is correct, or else the message set text is the too bad you are wrong. So let us see the example now. So here you can see the message which asks 1 plus 1 equal to what, and I type the answer. If I type the answer is 3, it will show too bad you are wrong, cause it's like the else the message is the wrong answer. If I type 2, there's a correct answer. There's what function of the if else statement. And the other conditional statement which is like bigger or smaller, you can change like this. If the answer is bigger than the answer correct and the dot set text correct and is like remain same and run the program. I restart the program, and now the code I checked already is like bigger. If I type 2, the show will the output is the 2 bad you are wrong. If I type 3, the 3 is like bigger than 2, then I'm correct. And the smaller is like same function with it. And other conditional statement which the bigger smaller is also smaller equal than the answer correct is like this, equal and restart the program again. If I type 1, it is correct because the 1 is smaller than 2, and the 2 is correct also, and the 3 of course is wrong. So that is what the conditional statement function. And the next one I want to explain is about the string manipulation. The string manipulation got some example like change the character to the uppercase, to lowercase, to trim and the substring. So that here is my string, and I show you the example. It can be easy to explain. So now the text string dot to uppercase is like convert the word to all uppercases. You can see I press the button and will change the hello world with all caps. And the two lower cases is changed to the all to lower cases. You can see what is the output here. So the next one is the trim. The trim is like trim the word become more nice, more better. It will trim the blank space like this to delete it, and press the button. The blank space will go out. And the last one is the substring. The substring is something quite similar with the array, which is like it is just the word from 0 to 5 to like 0, 1, 2, 3 and the 5, and press the button, it will become hello only. And now I want to explain is about the loop. Loop is a repeatedly executes a target statement as long as a given condition is true. So here I got three main looping function, which is the for looping, while looping, and the do while looping. These three are the same function which like repeat the statement to achieve the target. So now I run the program for you. It's much easier to explain and you can more understand it easily. So I press the first is the for looping. I press the button first and I check it. You can see the number start with 0 and the number is smaller than 8. And this one is number plus one, which is like it will plus until achieve the target with the smaller the 8. You can see here number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And this one is another example but with same function. Is the while looping. And now you can see it's completely same function with the for looping example. And the do while looping also is the same function. You can see the output is completely same. Okay, so now I want to explain about the theory on the Java. There's the Java object and the inheritance concept. So the Java object concept is the programming concept that works on the principle that objects are the most important part of your program. It allows users create the objects that they want to and then create methods to handle those objects. Manipulating these objects to get results is a goal of object-oriented programming. And the class object in the Java object concept is a group of similar entities. It is only an logical component and not the physical entity. For example, if you have a class called expensive car, it could have objects like Mercedes, BMW, Toyota, and some else. Its properties can be price or speed of this car, while the methods may be performed with these cars are driving, reverse, braking, and some else. Another is the object class. An object can be defined as an instance of a class, and there can be multiple instances of an object in a program. For just using just now the example, if the class is the most expensive cars and the object is the Mercedes, and you can see the difference between class and the objects. The Java inheritance concept is a mechanism in which one class acquires the property of another class. For example, a child inherits the traits of his or her parents. With inheritance, we can reuse the fields and the methods of the existing class. Hence, inheritance facilitates reusability and is an important concept of OOPs. So, there are the type of inheritance. The single inheritance is one class extend to another class. In the diagram, you can see the class B only extend from the class A. The class A is a superclass and the class B is a subclass. And here is the multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, one class extending more than one class. By the way, Java does not support the multiple inheritance. As per above diagram, class C extends class A and the class B both. And the two other type of inheritance is the multi-level inheritance. In the multi-level inheritance, one class can inherit from the derived class. Hence, the derived class becomes the base class for the new class. As per shown in the diagram, class C is subclass of B, and B is a subclass of A. And the last one is the hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, one class is inherited by many subclasses. In example, class B, C, and D inherit the same class of A. So now we go to coding. You can see the example of the class object and the inheritance. So you can see we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 classes in it. And now edit text button 2, button 3, button 4 is the object which under a class is a protected void on this. And the This one also is a classes, probably void press me button view x also is a classes, and the object is a text string and the edit text. And just now we got talk about the inheritance. So all of these four inheritance is under the protector void classes is a hierarchical inheritance. So the single inheritance with like we can like comment out these three classes, and these classes is extend from the protector void this class. So that is what talking about the inheritance. So that is all about in today. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to like or subscribe the video. Thanks it.